Yo, Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line. This is Bully Rants. We down to the end. Well, the end of my recording day, y'all will never know. But this one is just about, breed direction. And what I mean by that is it has to get to a point to where we know what we're breeding for, we know what we're doing with this breed, we can have something to pinpoint. And I think one of the biggest problems that we have right now, and I'm pretty sure that I've said something about this before, but we'll repeat it on this one, is that we don't have a real set standard, that's being followed. And with that, happening, you have so many arguments. You have so many people. I see them all the time on Facebook and stuff like, I think the breed should be this. Or I'm just breeding my yard, to my taste or to my standard. That's not how a breed works. At some point in time, you have to have that thing that says, you know what, this is how you do it. And if you don't do it this way, you'll get no love. And until we do that, we're going to keep on having basically a large fun show. And I've tried many a times to, to say that to some of the people at the top, that we have to make changes in order to give our breed true direction. But we have failed. And we have failed miserably at having that happen. And now we're at the point now where people are really getting pissed off, and other people are, taking it to the next extreme. And we just really do have to get that breed direction. We need one set standard that doesn't change, that we can continue to move forward with and actually breed towards that. When you do a breeding, those puppies won't actually be in total effect, as far as the standard go, for 18 months to 2 years old. So with that being said, by the time they're actually ready to show, like at the highest level and do their thing, if the standard changes, what I bred for today will be, something totally different. And like I said, I know it's somewhat redundant to other things that I've said, but I think that this is the most important thing that we have going on in our community that's going to hurt our community. I really feel like that we have to get this thing under control. If we don't get it under control, it's going to continue to see so many different styles of dogs, and it doesn't do any good for our breed at all. Because in the long run, we'll keep having these controversies. You'll keep on having people upset. You'll keep on having a lower quality of dogs because nobody's breeding to a strict line and actually improving. We're all over the place, so you can't improve like that. And, I think consistency should be the word of the year, maybe even the decade, that we get back to a point that we just have consistency and we actually know everybody from the top to the bottom, know what it is we're breeding for without all these options. Hopefully it comes soon. I know it'll come in our registry at the APDR. I'm going to make sure of it. I want to be as definite as possible, and I understand it'll rub some people the wrong way. That's just things that happens. Everything's not going to be perfect, but in the long run, it'll get there, and at least we'll know exactly what we're supposed to have, and we'll see some consistency. And it might take 5 to 10 years just because of how screwed up some of the stuff is now. But in the long run, we'll be consistent and we'll know what we're breeding for. And that should be the goal of every registry, every breeder, and anyone showing or being a part of this breed, is to get consistency so we know exactly what we're doing here and not all over the board. I think some of that consistency is going to start with changing up of the classes and having the classes definite. You can't have 4, 5, 6 different classes. You have to have specific heights, specific classes, and eventually lock those classes into each other where they're only allowed to be bred with each other. Now, when I say eventually, I'm talking about maybe 10 years from now. But it has to get to the point where pockets are only bred to pockets, standards to standards, XL to XL. So in the next 20 years, at least you have those dogs as their own, possibly even their own breed, pocket American Bullies, standard American Bullies, and you lock in on these traits that need to be locked in on instead of bouncing them all around and creating more inconsistency in different type of dogs. But it's a lot to swallow all in one in one sitting. But I'm hoping that with great planning, that we can start pushing towards something better. And that's truly our goal here. And I know it's the goal of the BBCR and several other registries, including the ABKC. Although I still feel like it's some work that has to be done as far as getting the judges on the same page. But hopefully overall, if we started with our yards of making quality dogs and very well, put together dogs, that at the very least it starts at home. So if we start seeing more very nice dogs in the building, then it forces the judge's hands and it forces everybody's hand to take a look, because we're bringing better dogs in the building. But hopefully, like I say, we get to consistency and we get a direct, direction of where we're going, so we don't have this confusion in the future. And hopefully this will be a year where we get change. And if you notice, I've said hope about 900 times, because I am hopeful that this thing will turn around. Because right now, I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't respect where it's at, and I don't respect a lot of the people's motives or the direction that this thing is going in. But until next time, I appreciate you guys. Hall of Fame Bullies on Facebook, or Quincy Terrell. Tyrell's my son's name. And also on Instagram, American_Bully1. And check me out. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to help you with whatever I can. If I don't know the answers, I probably know somebody who does. But much love. God bless all of y'all. Peace.